Welcome back, everyone. This is it, man. I'm down here again. I'm still stuck down in Florida, old sunny Florida. It's what, 40 degrees today? I think iguanas fall from trees on days like this. The sun's still out, but man, what is going on? I'm stranded. I got no luggage. Iguanas are falling out of trees. I don't know. I hope you're having a good day. I am back. Stock Mo is here with you. Yesterday was phenomenal. It was fun. I can't even spell that word, but I'm going to use it. Use it in a sentence, Mo. Yesterday's portfolio had phenomenal results, and I love seeing that. But I made some big moves. I want to look at all of the different charts, the weekly charts, because I have a feeling history is going to repeat itself after the government is fully open over the next month, over the next couple of months. I'm excited. We'll see where it goes. But thank you for being back. If you have not done it, hit the like button, hit the subscribe. I got a part 2 for the story too before we get into all of the charts and everything. Mrs. Mo, I made that story yesterday about the dude who cut me off trying to go into Hertz to get a car, and he just sprinted like out of breath in front of me and then asked me to hold his spot while he ran back because he forgot his ID. She said after I was done telling the story, she said, there is a dude who ran back to get his wallet from his wife who was right beside me. I said, that's probably the dude. Talk about two different stories colliding. It was something else, man. I don't know. If you didn't watch that video, it was like 30-minute video. I go over the whole story of how I'm stuck down here, how the shutdown has impacted me personally. Man, it's wild. I've never been stranded somewhere. And of course, if you got to pick a place, why not Disney World? But there you go, stranded down in Disney World, doing my thing. Now I'm going to go ahead. We're going to pull up some charts to see. Let's see what we got in terms of what I'm looking at, and we'll start with the portfolio. So as you can see on the portfolio, monster win day. A lot of things happen, and of course, I want to concentrate on the crypto and everything else that we have. I want to go in and look at the weekly candles on what I'm striving to do. I said this yesterday. Yesterday morning, I think it was. I said, look, we have a monster. I call this a bottle rocket. And normally when we have a bottle rocket, and this is where you have this long lower wick, it's actually known as a hammer candle. But when you have this long lower wick and we got this candle, I prefer it to be green, but we went from Sunday and it rallied up to Monday. And you had that really beautiful start to the week. And it's engulfing this candle. It's doing exactly what I expected to do. But we're at the 5 EMA for XRP. The XRP price prediction I have is that we will start to see a little bit of north movement in terms of the price. And I'm hoping that we are just getting started. Why? We bounced off the 50 EMA on the weekly candles both times, pushed back up. You had the announcement of the tariffs and everything else drove us back down. And you guys can see all of this. And just the government shutdown was here. And with the tariff talk, government shutdown. So you had the tariff talk, government shutdown. Hey, the government shutdowns, we're moving towards having a normal everything again. And then you see that rally. And so as long as everything goes right, we will continue, I believe, moving north on this. And I showed a little bit in here based on what happened. I had Jemmy help me a little bit and say, hey, what happened with the reopening dates 2 weeks afterwards, 30 days afterwards on the markets? And what I came up with, obviously, here you go, 95 positive returns all the way through the last 5 shutdowns, including the one before. So obviously the longest one before. And now that always had a 2-week return, 30-day return of positive through there. And you guys know I'm a stats kind of guy. I like to play the stats. So when I see these type of stats, I'm going to take a chance on it. And I did. I ended up putting 6 figures into TQQQ to ride it out for 1 month. And after the 1 month, whatever I can make, I'm probably going to lock up at that period and go from there. Because any single day can change everything. But from what I'm seeing, I took a big chance. I had some people ask me yesterday, hey, you mentioned you did something big in there. I'll share it with you. Now, if you guys are in the Discord, you already know. And if you're not in the Discord, you want to click that first link right here. Get over there before the price increase. You got an opportunity right now to join the earner tier. I'm going to be live trading today at 2 o'clock Eastern. So if you guys want to see that, you want to see how I do all that, I teach at the same time. I'm kind of helping people learn. This is your opportunity. Code FALL50 should get you the 50% off to take it down to 25 bucks, but it should be automatic when you hit the join. I think I have it set up like that, but if not, right there's your code. Second link is to the wait list for the new crypto course we're working on. It'll be out in this month. We're going to be doing it as quickly as we can, but we're stranded. And so it's putting us a little bit back, but not too bad. We're still down here working nonstop, believe it or not. But the master security and risk part, and that to me, this right here, I think everybody needs to make sure you understand. This course is for beginners, but this right here is for everyone. That you got to be careful out there. There's people, and there's still people out there getting robbed of billions of dollars a year. So this isn't all just retail. These are people who should know better and they don't. And so if you want to understand a lot of the foundations and everything else, the risk, get in here. Sign up for the wait list. We'll be releasing a special code for you soon. Now, let's take a look at the Qs. I'm not doing 5-minute charts. I'm doing 1 week charts. So on the Qs, I did that TQQ. I used to say what? TQQQQQQ. And we had a monster push down to the 13. Obviously, the markets were punishing DC for not being open. And now you get a little bit of traction. We're moving in the right direction. And you see a gap up. Beautiful start. And can this continue and push back above 634? That's my hope. That's why I did the triple leverage. So we'll see if that works out for me. If not, we could move back down. I think the markets are going to continue to do well. The RSI 66, I like it. And of course, I have the stop set on it. If it does not do what I need it to do, I'm stopped out. But for now, it's okay. Moving over to XRP, I want to do the weekly on the 4 horsemen. Make sure you're up to date on what you need to know there. And like I said, we bounced off the 50, 50, 50, teased the 50, 50, 50 up. What we need to break, and I still believe this in confirm above is 260. So once we can get above 260, have a confirmation candle on the weekly candles, I think you're going all the way back up to over $3 a piece. That's why I went all in with the full position already in XRP. If you look at my portfolio and you say, whoa, what do you got here? Right here, 150,000 already in there. That's my normal position, a little over 125 to 150. That's why I did that. I like what I saw here playing off the 50. I wanted to take some risk. I did. It paid off. Now, are we going to run up, or is the 13 going to act as resistance and push us back down? Hey, well, look at this, Mo. That's the tariff talk, and push us all the way down. Hey, up we go. But the government's not opening. And then we pushed all the way back down. But the government is opening. Tariff talk has subsided. And now I feel like everything's kind of coming together, that we have an opportunity finally to extend the gains, not just have a, hey, one big day up or one big week, a couple weeks down, one big week up. I think we have a chance to actually make some gains and continue to build on those gains. We'll see, of course. Now, when you look at this is what I'm looking for right here. You guys see this? Look at this. If you're with me with XRP, put XRP in the chat. Folks, we are just getting started. And of course, I am sharing what I am doing to try to help people. For those who want first shot, though, get into the Discord before that code expires. 254 right now at the time of making this video. It's going to be way different by the time you watch it. My goal is to get back up there to 340 something to 354. Another dollar pop up there would be great. But in the last 2 weeks, we went from $2 all the way up to 254. So roughly, what, 25%? So for those who bought with me, 25% gain. Let's go. I've been DCAing in, though. And so, of course, that's the tough part. I've been having fun buying all my different cryptos. You can see this still coming down, though. We definitely need a reversal. So if we can get above the 13 and confirm, I think the reversal's there. I like it. Last time, you can see it right here. I think we were okay here. And then we pushed down. Now I think we're going to come back up. And we'll see if we stall right in here between $2.80 and $3. But that's where I think we're going to head off to. That's why I'm feeling pretty good. We'll find out. Just taking a look at Bitcoin real quick, make sure we touch on the four horsemen. Not as much as I would expect. You guys can see we started the week right here, pushed up started at 104, and we're at 105. We're up 1,000. Not much really to write home about. We're still above the 50 EMA though. ETH, like I said, for the week, a little bit of red here, crossing over, hit off the 50. What we need is a monster green day rally. Right now, it is still bearish, even on the weekly candle. But I have a feeling the money's going to, as things happen in DC and they're doing their votes and everything else, if everything goes well, then the risk starts to go away. And then you will see, hopefully, based on some of the things I just showed you on statistics, a recovery in the markets, the equity markets, of course, the crypto, all of it and more. That's what I'm waiting for. And the last, Solana, I did want to bring up Solana as well. Solana with a little mini green candle as well. 5 is coming down to the 50 though, makes me nervous. So I do want to push this thing back above the 50. Big line for me is $177. Get this thing back above 177 so we don't have to worry. And then, of course, back above 200, which is right there. So we will see. All right, folks, that is it. That's what I got for you. If you have not done it, join the Discord right now. First link down below. Boom, get in there. Take advantage of the 50% off now before it goes, and you're grandfathered in before we raise the prices. First week of January. Boom, and the wait list for the crypto. Get in there so you can get that special code once we send it out. All right, that's all I got for you. I'll see you over at the Discord. Be sure to like and subscribe. Now let's get out there and make some money.